Hey, is that folk music that you play there? What is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Brunzi, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horses sing on it.
Don't hesitate. It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow.
Listen, my son, your life is all that I can give. If I could, I'd teach you all that I have learned. Go and dare and know my love. Listen, my son, your love
40 Morris Street in Morris.
I teach you all that I have learned, and go and do all that I have learned, and go, my love. Listen, my son, can you hear me? Your life is all that I can give. I give it all to you. So go and dare and know my love, and know my love. Ooh, yeah, la, 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 dee, la, 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 listen, my son, your life is all that I can give. If I could, you know I'd teach you all that I have learned. Go and dare and know my love, and know my love is in your heart, and know my love, and know my love is in your heart, and know my love is in your heart, and know my love is in your heart.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ralph.
We're here on Horses Sing None of It. My name is Ralph Litwin, and the folks that you just heard singing were winners in 1996 of 2 regional harmony sweepstakes in both Boston and New York. So congratulations on that. And the name of the group is Harmonytryx.
That's right.
Welcome to the show. It's nice to have you all here.
Thanks.
And standing next to me is Janet Crowley, who
Yes.
I had my telephone conversations with. It's nice to have you here. And you're going to tell us about your group and your members.
That's right. Well, I'll introduce everybody first. Jen Starr, Eleanor LaRocca, Cindy Taylor, Erica Cohn, and Ann Walsh.
Hi, Mom.
There's always one in every crowd.
Yeah.
Did you promise that? Did she make you?
She'll be happy though.
Yes.
She's all the way Massachusetts, so she should be.
Well, it's nice to have you here. Can you tell us a little bit about that first song?
That song was written by Bar Scott, and we met her a couple years ago when she asked us to be on her album Confession, and it also appears on her album Silence is Broken. And we're also going to do another song by her today, but we're saving that for later.
We think
Okay.
she's the greatest thing
Yeah,
since sliced bread.
and she is. She's the greatest thing since sliced bread. She plays the piano and the guitar, sings, writes all her own music, and we love performing with her. And we're going to be doing a lot more of that in the future.
Oh, great.
Hmm.
And she loves us.
It's
Ah.
a mutual love.
It's a mutual admiration society.
Yeah.
Very good. Would you like to tell us more about the next song, or would you like to just go right into
What's
it?
next, Ricky?
Rose.
Yes, and Janet actually starts the next song.
Yeah.
It's called
Well,
Rose.
it's traditional. I think people will recognize it.
And sing along at home.
Yes.
Please sing with us. It's in D minor for those at home.
Rose, 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 will I owe anybody home? Meat nor drink nor money have I none. The wind in the willow sighs like a solitary soul. Alone, the wind in the clear sighs like a solitary soul. But me, a rose of the wind in the willow sighs like a solitary soul. The wind in the willow sighs like a solitary soul. The wind in the willow sighs like a solitary soul. The sorrows of this sad night.
Great. How do you guys figure out your arrangements? It seems pretty complicated.
Sometimes, I don't know, sometimes we, right now we're trying to have somebody arrange for us. A lot of times we'll hear a song and we just hear something and someone will go, ooh, why don't I sing this? Ooh, this is too high for me. Why don't you sing that? I think one of the most, it's very fun to pick the kind of song, to pick the songs that we're going to do. And one of the most fun things, I think, in arranging a song is figuring out the vocal percussion, which Erica did a little bit of in the beginning, but just a little bit of. We're working on songs now where we're trying to be all sorts of different percussion instruments, and I'm trying to be a trumpet, and we're trying to make all different sounds of all different instruments. And actually, maybe Janet can give you a little sample of something that she does in one of our songs called Osifuni Mungu, and
I do that for 3 minutes. in
she does
that
that for 3
Sounds like
whole
it
minutes.
could be
She's
painful.
And the audience goes bananas.
Everyone remembers.
Yeah,
Everyone remembers the red cheeks.
They're like, oh, you're the girl
Yeah.
that smacks herself in the face. Wow, they know who that is.
We won an award for that.
We actually
Best
did,
arrangement in Boston and New York.
And audiences across America are now walking up to Janet, smacking their faces at her. So
Uh-huh.
I get the sign, the high four.
A friend of mine in high school used to do that. Fred Bartenstein was great. He'd play the top of his head and his throat.
Yeah, like Bobby McFerrin.
Is
Bobby
that what
McFerrin,
he does that too?
Yeah, he plays his yeah, he does his chest.
Wow.
places everything. I think.
Everything.
It's like the traditional ham bone
Yeah, he just everywhere.
playing all over their bodies. Yes. So what else do you have lined up for us?
The next one is a madrigal. How interesting. And I'll let Elena tell you more about it because she knows more about it.
Okay, this is a song called El Grillo, which means the grasshopper.
No, the cricket.
I thought cucaracha was the cricket.
Oh, mean. Okay.
No, cucaracha is a cockroach.
Oh, the cockroach. Okay, this is either the grasshopper or the cricket. I thought it was... Oh, it's the cricket, I think. You're right, it's the cricket. Okay. Well, anyway, it's in Italian, and basically it's about this cricket, and this cricket sings his love song. He sings, he sings, he sings, he dances, he sings, he never stops. All day long, he's singing his little heart out in his love song. And that's what this song's about.
And we'd like to apologize to any entomologists out there for grasshoppers, crickets, all the same to us, but we know it's not to
We
everyone.
know they're
This one's
different.
alive,
Yes.
as opposed to
Yes.
the alternative.
El grillo è buon cantore che tiene lungo verso. Dale, dale, bebe, bebe, grillo, grillo, canta, canta. Dale, dale, bebe, bebe, grillo, grillo, canta. El grillo è buon cantore, ma non fa come gli altri uccelli, come li han cantato un poco, quando è fatto in altro loco. Sempre el grillo sta pur saldo, el grillo è buon cantore che tiene lungo verso. Dale, dale, bebe, bebe, grillo, grillo, canta, canta, dale, dale, bebe, bebe, grillo, grillo, canta, el grillo è buon cantore, quando la maggiore è caldo, allora canta sol per amore, canta sol per amore. Quando la maggiore è caldo, allora canta sol per amore, canta sol per amore. El grillo è buon cantore che tiene lungo verso. Dale, dale, bebe, bebe, grillo, grillo, canta, canta. Dale, dale, bebe, bebe, grillo, grillo, canta. El grillo è buon cantore.
Yes. All right.
That's the first time we've done this in public.
That's right.
For you.
That was
Straight from the living room.
Straight
All
from
right.
Erica's living room for you.
And the public.
We should tell folks how they can get in touch with Harmonytryx. I think our graphics guy, Scott, is going to flash the...
That's
there
right.
it is.
There it
Matt.
is.
That's right.
Flashed
That's the
on
phone
screen.
number.
201-617-1316. You can call that number. That's Janet's number. And
right.
don't call too late, please.
But there are
And
also
if you
other
want to
ways.
get on the mailing list and find out where you can go see
But
these...
wait, there's more.
There's more.
There's more.
Crunch all you want. We have a website and an email address as well.
Oh.
We can be reached at www.harmonytryx, spelled the same way on the as you see it on the screen, .com. And you can also reach us if you just have email on AOL. You can also reach us at htryx@aol.com. Htrix. And we answer mail, really, we do.
Please visit us.
And
We'd
we have
love to see you.
a lot of appearances coming up, and we just got a brand new postcard with our lovely mugs all over the front of it. So just give me a call, and I'll send you one.
And I'd like to also mention that you folks do a lot of different kinds of more modern music.
Yes.
Some contemporary songs and stuff, and I'm going to take this opportunity to rail against BMI and ASCAP, who insist on charging fees to non-profit public access shows, even though we make no money and have to spend money to put this show on. So I'm hoping that they'll see this show and they'll say, gee, wouldn't it have been nice to hear some of our songs done by this great group? And we should really change our mind about that. And
Yeah, this really
We'd
made
like
for
to
a
hear
stri-
it.
this made for a really moody set for us. We wouldn't do this
Right.
normally.
Some of the repertoire that we normally have, which on the website you can see, you can listen to sound clips as well if you'd like to get a little sampling of other things that we do. But we also do some African songs, some gospel songs. We're working on some kind of disco-y dance kind of number. We're working on Ladies' Night right now by Kool and the Gang. We do
It's pretty varied.
70s, 80s, 90s, 30s. pretty much you name it. We're working on it. So we're always open to new music, and we're also open to new songs from songwriters, from any songwriters out there. If you like what you hear and you'd say, I could write a song for, well, actually 7 women, because we've got somebody
One's not here.
out today. But please call that number or email us and let us know, because we'd be very happy to hear it.
And we personally know lots of singer-songwriters that have been on your show and watch your show, so I know that they're out there.
Okay. We went over a little tune here, an old gospel tune.
Right.
So,
This is even younger than my living room. I have to let you know.
This is your living room.
yes, we just rehearsed this right here, and here we go. I'm gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside and study war no more. I ain't gonna 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 study war no more. Gonna shake hands around the world down by the riverside. Down by the riverside, down by the riverside, gonna shake hands around the world. Down by the riverside and study war no more. I ain't gonna 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 study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Gonna walk with the Prince of Peace down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. Gonna walk with the Prince of Peace down by the riverside and study war no more. I ain't gonna 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 study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. I'm gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. Gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside and study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. All right. Yeah. Yeah.
That was fun.
That never sounded so good to me.
All we need is a campfire.
And the s'mores lady from the benefit we're about to do.
So, tell me a little bit more about how each of you got interested in singing and singing together. How did the group get together and so forth?
That's Ricky's department because she's the first member.
She is the founder.
And group historian, I guess.
Well, you sort of.
President, historian.
Although Anne keeps track of the history, I
taskmaster.
guess the history started as a concept in my head. I sang a cappella in college, and after I graduated, I thought that was it, but then I realized I missed doing it, and I sang with a lot of folk artists and singer-songwriters, and then I thought, gee, it would be really fun to do that again, and so I got a big lasso and put ads in trade magazines, and one at a time, very long process, have gone through lots of personnel, but these are the best.
She's not kidding.
you said that to all the leftovers.
So it was a very long process, really, and getting a repertoire when you don't have instruments to back you is something else altogether. But it's been a lot of fun, and we've seen a lot of interesting places and gone coast to coast and at least west to east and east to west, if not north to south. But so it's been a wonderful experience, and we're hoping to see what can happen in the next few years in terms of trying to urge a cappella into the mainstream.
Yeah, great. Well, that's great. What's the next tune? What can you tell us about it?
Just gotta think about it.
It's Keith's song, right?
That's right.
It's an original song by a friend of ours.
And it doesn't have a name.
Keith Pryor from Basking Ridge.
Hi, Keith.
You're now famous.
Wherever you are.
Currently residing in Newark.
Oh,
That's right.
that's right.
Originally in Basking Ridge.
Dum dum do and ti and ti and ti time is young that we walk every day within its corridors so short as our stay old as the night young as a drum miles wide and it's darkening the steps of time's door. When will we know the age of our kind? Can this be found at the void of our mind? Gone are the lords and this saturation cold coiling back to prehistoric times in the waves we sail, seeds of life are found on the seashore, teeming with the life of the storm, flowing with the flow of ages, bright as higher life forms, coming from the time that I'm born. Door and a man, a tea-a-dum. Door and a dum, door and a man, a tea-a-dum, door and a man, a tea-a-dum. Door and a man, a tea-a-dum, 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 dum, door.
Beautiful.
What's kind of interesting about that song is that Keith wrote it on a classical guitar. So that was kind of his whole thing was like, okay, you're going to be this string of the guitar, and you're going to be this string. So there's one part where Jen's just going, because that's what that string does. So,
And of course, he initially didn't take into consideration breathing,
yeah.
which we
Breathing
insisted on.
Yeah.
So,
His fingers didn't have to breathe.
No.
right.
No.
he's like, it just goes like this. And we're thinking to ourselves, where is the breath in that?
Where's the breath in?
And he kind of looked a little momentarily dumbfounded, like, oh.
But it worked out.
We should thank Val for bringing your group
Thank
to
you,
the-
Val. Yay, Val.
So it's been great to have you on the show.
And thank you for having us.
We have about three and a half minutes to go, and
Goodness, it went so fast.
the
I
last,
know,
yes.
geez.
Once you start singing, it just flies by. It's all that technical stuff in the beginning that
Yeah. All
seems
that
to
prep
take
work.
forever.
The last song is another Bar Scott song, and the soloist for this round of it will be Elena.
This is actually kind of neat. This is a song where we rotate soloists, and depending on a certain gig or how you're feeling that day or whatever, different people do the solo at different times, and that's that's kind of nice.
And we also get the audience involved.
And we
so
also
the
get the
at home
audience
must
involved. So,
sing with us.
and hey, if the audience in the studio wants to sing too.
Yes, everybody.
Yes,
who is
audience in the
available should
studio.
sing.
Oh,
Okay.
you camera guys hear that? You
You have
chime
to
right
sing.
in.
Yeah, jump in. Okay.
And you only have to sing one note.
Erica, why don't you
Yes.
explain to them what they need to do?
We basically are holding a drone note in the background, which in this case is B.
Drone sounds so.
It's a no.
It's a drone.
It is a drone. It's a technical word. I didn't make that up.
No, because then people will go.
That's sitar, but close enough. Here's the note. And we hold this in all the octaves that you can sing in.
And breathe. You can breathe. It's
Circular breathing. Ready?